Hello and welcome to Stinning Games. Today I've got a video for you guys about Redstone class. This is inputs, so the things that can give a redstone, well, output technically, but I call those redstone inputs. Um, this is the first of a series of videos that I'm probably gonna record. Also featuring processing, so the stuff that gets a signal and does something with it. Um, I might put the logic gates in that too, or I might make a separate video, or I might just not do it at all, maybe, but probably will. And I'll also do a video on the actuators, which is pistons and droppers and dispensers that do things in the world that have, well, outside of redstone, pretty much. So, without any further ado, let's get into this stuff. First, a redstone lever is really simple. It gives an output if it's switched on, and every time you click, it toggles, so it's off, on, off. Not too difficult to understand. Then you've got the button, stone button. When you click it, gives a single second of 15 power redstone output. The wooden button can actually give 1.5 second output. Then another thing to take in mind is the wooden button can be shot by an arrow and triggered like that. For example, for shooting games, that's kind of important. However, actually with the newest update, I think they're going to add a target block, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Maybe they'll remove it from stone buttons or wooden buttons. So next, pressure plates. You have some different types of this, but the different types are kind of confusing, and I won't explain it right now because there are 4 different types, and it's kind of boring to listen to 4 times a similar explanation. So, pressure plates, you stand on them, and as long as you stand on them, it gives an output. That's an output 16, or depending upon which thing you have, which pressure plate. Then block of redstone, really just the simplest. It gives a single, or it gives a 15 power output to every side, and here too, and there, but that's obstructed and up, and the single block underneath. So that's pretty simple. Then you have the daylight sensor, which is when it's kind of the more day it is, so the higher the sun is in the sky, if it's all the way up there, max, the stronger an output this thing gives. So, for example, if you want to have a redstone output of, okay, I don't know why I did that, but you want to have a redstone output of 7, it has to be just about this high, and then when it gets a little darker, it has a little less read, so it might only give 6 output. That's kind of how that works. You can also click it and it becomes a nightlight sensor, and it works pretty much the opposite. The more night it is, the stronger an output it gives. That's not usually used in a lot of circuits, but it can be very useful in circuits like night clocks, simple things like that. And then next is a redstone torch. In the input, it's really easy. It's pretty much a block of redstone, except it does not power the block underneath, but it does strongly power the block above, which all that means really is any connected redstone dust can also get the output from the block. So if you have redstone dust there or there, the torch one is powered. Then next, the trap chest. No wait, that's a trap chest. This is just the normal chest with the comparator. The comparator is the redstone component here. What it says is if there is one item, for example, in this chest, it gives a signal strength of 1. Then I think it's stack or something items, then it gives an output of 2. That depends upon the size of storage. Chest has 27 slots, so you could do the calculations yourself if you want to. And hoppers, you have, I know you have 23 items there to get a 2 strength output, and you can also have different things like lacterons, and then it checks which page you have turned. But that's like, you can just try with that yourself if you want to know. And then you have a trap chest. Trap chests are, they look really similar to chest, but here, if I take an output there, you can see those particles. The redstone is activated when I open the chest, so you can use that, for example, to make traps and things like that, pranks. But one valuable tip: never forget this. If your friends like pranks, this has a red circle. That's how you can recognize it. A regular chest does not have a red circle. So if you see the red circle and you did not place a trap chest there yourself, or you just don't trust your friends at all, then, well, I advise to be careful, because they might have trapped it. Um, yeah, that is pretty much all the redstone inputs. Yeah, that it is. As I said, I'll probably do another 2 or maybe 3, depending upon how I do the gates. More videos about this. I hope you enjoyed. Just like and subscribe and stuff. And I hope to see you next video about the processors. Bye.